Hi, and welcome to an all-ages edition of a digital book talk from Massanutten Regional Library. My name is Susan, and I'm a librarian here at the Central Branch in Massanutten Regional Library. And I want to talk to you about some books about hiking so you can get out and enjoy the beautiful area that we live in this summer. So I'm going to start with some hiking guides. They are usually found in our 917 section, so there are so many more than what I'm going to show you here. So any of our branches, we can show you these. The first one I'm going to start with is a falcon guide. And in general, these are great guides to trails. They give you lots of information. This one in particular is Hiking Waterfalls in Virginia, and it's by Andy Thompson. So what I love about these guides is that they are broken up regionally. So if you know where you want to go on your hike or where you're going to be staying or where you live, you can find something that works for you. They also rate the hikes and tell you how strenuous they're going to be, so you know what you're getting into before you get out there. They include directions, maps, so I don't know if you can see this, but it's lovely, and it really helps before you get how to find the trailhead, what you need to know about the trail, and also in this case, what you need to know about the waterfall you're going to be looking at. Our second book is Hiking and Traveling the Blue Ridge Parkway by Leonard Adkins. Again, this is another great resource before you go out. It's broken up geographically. This one is just specifically about the Blue Ridge Parkway. And again, it'll give you some maps. This gives you actual really very in-depth instructions on how to find places, and it rates the hikes as well. So guides like these are great if you are unfamiliar with the area, or even if you are, you can find new hikes or new places to visit during the summer because it is beautiful out there. And then if you're looking for some fun topical books, something a little bit different than a trail guide, we have things like Images of America, Virginia's State Parks. And this gives you a little bit of history, and it shows you lots of really great images from the parks over time. Lots of interesting stuff in something like this. Then there's Virginia Curiosities, which is very fun. Again, it's a tour guide, so it has all sorts of things. It's broken up geographically, and then so it has the Shenandoah Valley, and it includes our very own Glenn's Fair Price in it. So it has directions, gives you a little bit about the curiosity that you're going to be looking at. If you've always wondered about those historical markers along the roads, we have a Virginia's Historical Markers Guide, and so you can look at the actual text without having to pull over on the side of the road if you want to, but it gives you all of them in a particular location. So this, we have the city of Harrisonburg, James Madison University. This is from 2007, so this is the most current edition, so it won't necessarily have everything up to 2021, but it's still kind of a fun thing if you're driving around Virginia this summer. And for those those who want to stay in the comfort of their air-conditioned car, we have Touring the Shenandoah Valley Backroads. And again, it gives you different tours, so you can decide how you want to drive. This is Harrisburg to Mount Solon to Port Republic. So it gives you a whole tour and instructions and what historical items you might see along the way. So if you're looking for something a little different to look at this summer, these are great. And then for those of you who just want to do some armchair hiking this summer, I recommend books written by people who have actually done the trails, like the AT. And this book is by Heather Anish Anderson. It's called Mud, Rocks, Blazes. It's from 2021, so it's a new book. And this is about hiking the Appalachian Trail. So it's similar to Bill Bryson books or Jennifer Farr Davis. So if you want to do some armchair traveling, we have lots of biographies or memoirs that cover that. And then for our younger hikers, or if you're taking your kids out on the trail for the first time, we have books geared specifically towards them that they can read themselves or you can read to them. The first one I'm going to show you is Kid's Guide to Hiking, All You Need to Know About Having Fun While Hiking. It's great. It's, very colorful. It talks about different places you can go hiking, but it also talks about some of the basics like sturdy shoes, what to put in your backpack, what you might need on the trail, things like trail etiquette. So it gives you a good baseline to start your kids having fun outdoors and not being scared and being prepared. So we have other books like that. Essential Hiking for Teens, Hiking, Have Fun, Be Smart. And then we have one specifically on the Appalachian Trail. So again, these are in our kids section. So I encourage you to come look at those. And last but not least, for our younger hikers, we have Hoop Hooped in the Park. And this is actually a whole series, and this one is specifically on Shenandoah National Park. So if you're going up to Shenandoah National Park, this is a really fun book to read before you go or take with you. And you can have information about all the animals that are in the park and that, you know, what they leave, the traces they leave. And so it's educational, it's fun, and it is really actually quite beautiful to look at. So I hope you all check stuff out and get out in the park. And one last thing that I want to remind everybody about that you can also check out from our library are these backpacks. So they are great to take on an adventure with you. They include a pass to any Virginia state park, so that is good for this through the summer. It includes things like a net. It has all sorts of identification guides for plants and bugs and weather. So there's all sorts of fun things in here. Binoculars, a bug catcher. So if you're getting ready to go on an adventure, don't forget to stop at your library first for some guidebooks or some tools to take with you. So I encourage you to get out and enjoy this beautiful place that we live in and have a great summer, and happy reading and happy hiking.